Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Blue Hens offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Ellison. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On the run, it's Ellison. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Fires to the tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. They break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Hens will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The give to the left. Turning it on. 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. The Blue Hens racing to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the option. There he goes. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the draw. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll move the tight end. Running the red zone. It's Ellison. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Buys a little time. Slings it downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold it.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. To throw, it's Kelly. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I
mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Now adjusting. Pulls it in. It's Weatherly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw. Rushes on him. He's going to take it. Ball is loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. It'll be third and long. They'll go to the air. Dances away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's got him this time. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Touchdown, Delaware. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. It's a completion, not a first down, but effective to give the punt team some space. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. From the gun, running back on the move. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. New set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. And the Blue Hens are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's LeBoy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been hungry.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the catch. It's Weatherly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, it's a fumble. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Takes the handoff. It's Ashley. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Kelly. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Webster. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout by the offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Another incompletion on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a catch at the 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste. They take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Wilson. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Blue Hens will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. The play action fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Caught near the sticks. It's Webster. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Blue Hens will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll start this third quarter with a run. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Looking for a gap, it's Horton. Runs through the tackle. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Gives it on the option. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in, it's LeBoy. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to pass, it's Kelly. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unleashes one. Makes the catch. Gets it in there for the touchdown. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 4 over Utah State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move for a stop for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Fires to the big fella. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Safe completion on the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, David, I like the play call in this situation of the game, putting it on the ground, trying to be physical, deep down in your opponent's territory, trying to break this tie and win the game, but man, you've got to have better ball security.
Yeah, and you got to find a way defensively to make plays. And it doesn't matter how pretty it is, but they did it just that. Like, make a play late in the game, tie ball game, force a turnover, give your offense now a chance to go win this football game for you.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Horton. Turning it off. 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. He has the first and still on his feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Get set.
Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Using his legs to buy some time. Makes the grab. It's Weatherly. Hard-hitting tackle.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team. because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. The short hands. It's Wilson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and they've got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks and the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Blue Hens lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Hens are on the move. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Pace, 27. Set up.
Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
First down for the offense.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Here we go.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple. Here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mind's...
There he goes! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. To the air, it's Kelly. That's reeled in. It's Weatherly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll try it over the left side. Makes it past the marker. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll give it to him again. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a touchdown. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up with getting that score. That is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. Texas State has been in games like these. Feels like they had a couple of nail-biters just last year. Time now to see what they learned.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson.
They're up by just one over Texas State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's got him in the flat. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line. The defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Hens will snap it on 1st and 10.
Military stun.
Lost to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Scrambling away. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got his man to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal.
Green 25.
They'll give it to the back. Back's going for the goal line. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's LeBoy. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Near the 49-yard line. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Blue Hens getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Blue Hens heading quickly to the line. He wants to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the... This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. Trying to get it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks.